Welcome to Luby Lou Natural Life. My name's Lucy Holmes and today I'm going to show you how to make elderflower cordial. Enjoy! So I love this time of year because as soon as I see the first elderflowers blossoming on the tree, I know that I can go out and start foraging for elderflowers. I get really very obsessed by this. The kids get quite frustrated with me because whenever I see an elderflower tree I sort of tell them and then we have to go pick. But anyway, so I make elderflower cordial and this can be put with fizzy water, this can be added to Hugo's for a lovely refreshing summer evening drink. It can be used as syrup in baking, so I've just been checking out the Mary Berry elderflower and lemon cake. Also, I've just made an elderflower liqueur, so I'm looking forward to how that develops in 6 weeks. I've never actually made liqueur before, so let's see. So you go and pick the elderflowers before noon, before the noon sun gets on them, and this apparently improves or increases the amount of pollen and yeast in the flower, so therefore improves the taste of the syrup or cordial. I have picked them at 6 o'clock in the morning. I know people might say that's a bit too early, but when I was working, that was the only chance I had, so I was going around 6 o'clock in the morning like a mad old woman with my scissors in my bag, picking up elderflowers around my village. I tend to take the kids for a walk. It's nice spotting the elderflowers, or at least I think it's nice. They might not think it's nice. I think they're quite bored of it now, actually. Yeah. So I tend to take 4 flowers off each tree. You need to leave, you should probably only take about up to 10% or less of the flowers because you want to leave enough for elderberries to develop for the birds and things for later on in the season. I don't pick them by the roads because there's lots of pollution in them then, and you can either cut them or pinch them off and cut off more of the stalk later on because the stalk is actually toxic, and although the amount you ingest through the syrup is not harmful, but it's worth cutting off as much stalk as you can later on when you get them home. So yeah, once I've got them home, then I lie them out on a tea towel to dry. I have washed them before to get the bugs out, but I lost a lot of pollen doing that way, so now I just tend to dry them on the tea towel like that for about 20 minutes to an hour and let the bugs crawl away if they want to. Yeah, and then I cut off the stalks a little bit more. So I use the BBC Good Food elderflower cordial recipe, and here I've put the 2.5 kilograms of sugar together with the 1.5 litres of tap water, and I'm just gently heating it until after about 30 minutes all the sugar has dissolved into the sauce, into the water, and yeah, and then you can start to boil it. And once it's boiled, so once it starts bubbling, then straight away take it off the heat. So whilst the sugar and the water are coming to boil, you've got 30 minutes then to prepare all your ingredients. So the first thing I did was sort out the lemons. So the lemons have to be peeled, the skin needs to be peeled off them. I did this using a potato peeler, and then the lemons will be cut into slices. The citric acid, I live in Germany, so obviously I'm using German ingredients, and you just get this from Rossmann or DM or any of the sort of Boots equivalent stores. And I tend to buy citric acid in bulk because I use it for a lot of my cleaning products as well, but you can also buy those little packets that I just showed you. But they only come in 5-gram amounts, and so 85 grams of citric acid is needed, and so that's a lot of packets. So actually I think it's cheaper and more economical to just buy the citric acid in bulk, as I said. So yeah, once you've chopped up the lemons, then you've taken the stalks off the elderflowers, just to that point where I'm showing you at the moment, and yeah, then it's pretty much ready to go actually. So you can start putting your elderflower, your lemon, your citric acid all into your pot of boiling water with sugar. Once you've put it all in to the pot, you make sure the elderflowers are pushed right under, of course, and everything's in there and well mixed up, and then you literally just leave it 24 hours minimum. And I actually just my 24 hours came to about 6 o'clock in the evenings. I was absolutely shattered. I had to do dinner, I had to do the washing, so I left it until the morning and when I had energy again. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm normally operating on sort of 50% exhaustion level, so I have to make sure that I check that every year that I have my sieve over a bowl before I pour the liquid and the elderflowers and the lemons in, because the amount of times I've sort of gone and nearly poured it down the sink has been unbelievable. And look at that lovely syrup. It's made absolutely tons. And yeah, you can also sieve the elderflowers and the lemons through a muslin cloth that can go over the sieve as well. And that means that you'll get less of the pollen coming through. I never have done that, but you can, and it just means that there's a little bit of pollen swirling around, which can look maybe a bit strange at first, but give it a good shake before you use it and it's fine. So here's the finished product. I've put some of it into this wine bottle, though I've cleaned and sterilised the wine bottle. If you want to know how to take labels off wine bottles easily, then there's a video for that on my YouTube channel. If you want to know how to sterilise jam jars, wine bottles, so that you don't get any bacteria building up, then also there's a YouTube video on my channel. Yeah, so there's about another 5 large jam jars worth of elderflower cordial on top of this wine bottle that's full, and so actually you can either then store it in a cool dark room, or you can store it in your fridge, or you can freeze it. And remember, when you freeze it, you can just freeze it in your jam jars, but leave some space at the top for the liquid to expand. Before you drink it, then make sure you give it a little a shake of the bottle, because you will see some pollen start to gather and on the top, and if you just shake it, then that will dissipate. So yeah, I hope you and your friends and family all enjoy this elderflower cordial that you've made. Well done. And if you like any more information on environmental hacks or how to live your life better in a more environmental and sustainable way, then please like or subscribe to my channel and more videos will be coming. Thank you.